Okay, we're doing another Modern League. We can't cycle anything besides that Street Wraith, but it's not guaranteed to find blue, so I'm going to mulligan. And this hand's much better. Put back the living in. Opponent fetches on their turn. To play a Necrogoyf. I haven't decided if I'm going to use the Int or just get a Surveillant here. Also, I don't know how much of a creature beatdown plan they're on. I might want to preserve my life total a little bit. I just need a Cascader. If it doesn't cascade, I don't want it. Opponent attacks for 1. I could kill this Boots or this Urza Saga. I don't know if killing the Urza Saga is what I want to do. But I do have my third land. How much of a problem is this card? I'm actually going to look at a card here. So this artifact doesn't really matter. Whereas Boseiju can make... Not Boseiju. Urza Saga can make another creature. I'm actually going to take out the Urza Saga. That deprives him of a creature and a free search. He might have graveyard interaction, like a Tormod's Crypt or Relic of Progenitus or something. I don't want him to untap and make the mana. He doesn't have any Surveil lands. Maybe a little bit of a suboptimal list. Or he just didn't have a black-red Surveil land. Okay, so I can go get my island. That's a pretty good play by him. Except now I can cycle my Int. So I can still get white mana. Alright, and we're taking a hefty beating from these Netherglyphs. Dead in 1 turn if I shock this in. Yeah, I have to play the white mana there, but I can't pay the life. We get a free counter next turn on virtually anything, plus a cycle. His graveyard doesn't have any creatures, so as long as we can draw a Cascader, we got a chance. Well, I'm going to force that. Because that can ping us for 1, and then he has... Well, it's got 7 damage. Oh, no, but it exiles it. Okay, so the Planeswalker doesn't go to his graveyard. I was going to say that would kill me anyway if the Planeswalker went to his graveyard. Fortunately, it does not. That's a slightly suboptimal time to cycle, but I'm going to do it. no matter what. So it's only bad if he does something like play a Tormod's Crypt and use it immediately, which he has no reason to do. Come on, you know you want to put more creatures into play. Nope, he doesn't. Not going to use the Street Wraith, and I'm not going to shock that shock land in. And now we just have to hope that this is enough. We're dead to Lightning Bolt. If we untap, then we get our food token. We can go up to 5 life. Also, I could accidentally click on the Street Wraith and end the game. Sax is nurturing Peatland, looking for a Lightning Bolt. I don't think anything else does it for him here. Colgan's Command would do it. Taps all of his mana. That doesn't do it. And he can't equip. I'm going to start by attacking with everything. Even if he can grow the Necrogoyf, I have a flash blocker for it. Yeah. Also, he just had no way to deal with the 11 power trampler. So I'm bringing in these 3 cards, taking out these 3 cards. That's a pretty good keep, except it doesn't have a green mana. But I can cycle Curator. I can protect myself from a creature or a non-creature spell. I'm going to keep. Thoughtseize. Nothing real great to take here. Knowing nothing about his hand, the Curator. He took Force of Negation. Okay, that also makes sense. Ha. I'm going to top that. I don't have the lands for it yet, but we'll get there. Plays Boseiju as a land. So is that indicating that he's out of... Jeez. And this thing gets 2 cards at a time. Yeah, so that's why he took the Force. Okay, so we have a new plan. We're going to have to fight through a long, fair game, or draw artifact removal. I'm going to see if I can avoid playing this Sink into Stupor as a land. Yeah, I know that this creature is going to get eaten up by the unlicensed hearse, but we have to either just kill the unlicensed hearse. I mean, I know I'm making it big here, but I really want lands. Because if he eats up all of our creatures, then we can Sink into Stupor it. It'll lose the counters. Yeah. And that kind of resets the game. And we still have just straight up Wrath of God on our deck. Many, many copies of it. Alright, land there is really nice. That's a 3/4. He doesn't want to eat any non-creatures. Number of cards exiled with this. Maybe he does. If you were to exile some non-creature cards from graveyards, then Tarmogoyf would shrink. I could maybe get it with this endurance. And you know what? That's what I'm going to do anyway, because endurance still gets him here. How's our color looking? We need a second white in case we draw the lockdown. And hopefully this endurance just gets him. Tarmogoyf's going to be a 2/3. He should probably use the hearse on these cards because he's going to lose them anyway, but that makes his vehicle bigger. Oh, never mind. He doesn't want to do that. Yeah, 2/3. Ever since endurance was added to the deck, we became so much better at playing fair games just for situations like this. Situations where playing a flash 3/4 with reach could take over. That's a good draw. I'm going to let him commit a little bit more to this hearse and then probably Boseiju it. And I want to keep hitting my lands now. I've got 2 4-drops that I can actually cast. The plan here is just Boseiju on the hearse, I think. Yep. Well, he's mana hecked, so I don't think we need to do anything. This unlicensed hearse isn't preventing us from winning the game unless he has a creature to go with it. And he doesn't have red mana and he doesn't have a third land. So I'm going to leave up Flash and Subtlety here for full price. One of the dangers when you're playing against a graveyard deck is you keep a hand that does nothing except have graveyard hate. But then things like this happen. He sacks his Peatland immediately, so he just has red cards. Yeah. His hand's full of Terminates, probably. Maybe he has Hidetsugu consumes all. Because he has to be short on red cards. What else would he be doing here? Okay, he can't cast Damnation next turn. So I'm just going to put creatures in play. He could cast Bantu's Last Reckoning, but I haven't seen anybody play that card in years. And if he had Bantu's Last Reckoning, he would have kept that Nurturing Peatland. There's his red. What's he targeting, me? Alright, oh, he killed himself. Alright.